Hey guys, 1mikie19 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing two of my favorite shows. And those shows are Girl Meets World and Fuller House. And I'm going to start with Girl Meets World first. I always loved watching Boy Meets World. It has always been my favorite show. They talked about everything from a child's perspective to a teenager's perspective to an adult's perspective. The relationships and problems that face Corey and Topanga, Corey and Sean, and the whole bunch face everyday teenagers today. It is completely understandable and can always make you smile. It is an inspiration to children. Boy Meets World showed all of the hardships that children can have, from Sean's parents splitting up to his dad dying. They show the progression to a wonderful relationship between Corey and Topanga. Some episodes can make you laugh, and some can make you cry. It is like a Friends episode for children. It is a wonderful story of friendships, relationships, and life. And when I heard they were coming up with Girl Meets World on Disney Channel, I was very excited, but a little bit worried. Why was I worried? Because I was afraid that Disney Channel would ruin it like they're doing most shows nowadays. Most of their shows are cheesy, with cheap writing and jokes, with very unfunny humor. But thankfully, they didn't ruin it. With Michael Jacobs back on board to work on Girl Meets World, I gotta say, he's doing an incredible job with the show. Some of my favorite episodes include Girl Meets Home for the Holidays, Girl Meets Master Plan, Girl Meets Gravity, Girl Meets Pluto, Girl Meets Mr. Squirrels, Girl Meets Hurricane, Girl Meets the New Teacher, Girl Meets I Am Farkle, Girl Meets Riley Town, Girl Meets Texas, Girl Meets the Forgiveness Project, Girl Meets the Bay Window, Girl Meets Legacy, Girl Meets High School, Girl Meets Triangle, Girl Meets Upstate, Girl Meets True Maya, and Girl Meets Ski Lodge. And the episodes I'm looking forward to include Girl Meets I Do, Girl Meets Bear, Girl Meets A Christmas Maya, Girl Meets Hollyworld, Girl Meets Sweet 16, and Girl Meets Goodbye. What I love about Girl Meets World is that the topics are becoming more mature in recent seasons. And I'm glad Disney is allowing Michael and his writing staff to do that. Some of the mature topics include vandalism, cyberbullying, autism, and so many others, and they're doing an incredible job at it. The acting in this show is phenomenal. Ben Savage and Danielle Fishel and all the stars of Girl Meets World have been doing a great job. The writing in this show is fantastic. The best writing I've ever seen in a most recent Disney Channel show. This is something that Disney Channel needs to do more. They need more shows like Girl Meets World because most of their shows, they just suck. Overall, Girl Meets World is one of the best, most recent Disney Channel shows of all time. It has clever writing, a great cast, great showrunner, and I can't wait for the major Boy Meets World reunion coming in 2017. It will be the season 3 finale, and it is called Girl Meets Goodbye. A game changer will happen in that episode, along with Girl Meets Sweet 16. That's going to affect everyone, and the Boy Meets World gang will help them make a major decision that will change their lives forever. According to Michael, this episode is very emotional and very heartbreaking, so stay tuned. If you haven't seen this show, please watch it. It is a really, really great show. And I know you're going to say, "Oh Mikey, how could you like this show? It sucks." Simple. I have 2 words to say to you. You suck, and that's your opinion. You have no idea what the hell you are missing. That's telling me you haven't seen it. Let me tell you guys something. You can't judge a show if you haven't seen it. You have to watch a few episodes first before you get an opinion on it. I had a fan tell me recently that he doesn't like The Loud House, a show that has received massive critical acclaim for both critics and fans alike. Like I said, you have to keep watching the show. You can't just watch one episode. You have to keep watching more and more episodes. And that's my advice to my fans. Now I move on to Fuller House. Full House was and still is one of my favorite shows, as I watch it every single night on Nick at Night. And when I heard that Netflix was reviving the show as Fuller House, I was excited, and so were many other fans. The plot for the show was the same, but a little bit different. Full House had a widower father named Danny Tanner, who recently lost his wife Pam in a car accident. So he has his brother-in-law named Jesse Katsopoulos, played by John Stamos, and his best friend Joey Gladstone, played by Dave Coulier, move in to help him raise his three daughters, DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle Tanner. And Fuller House has DJ Tanner Fuller, who is now widowed after losing her firefighter husband Tommy while fighting a fire. And she has her sister Stephanie and her best friend Kimmy Gibbler, along with her daughter Ramona, move in to help DJ raise her three sons, Jackson, Max, and baby Tommy. Many stars from Full House have also reprised their roles, such as John Stamos as Jesse, Bob Saget as Danny, Dave Coulier as Joey, Lori Loughlin as Becky, Scott Weinger as Steve, and Blake and Dylan Tumoy Wilhoit as Nikki and Alex Katsopoulos. The only cast members not to reprise their roles are Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen as Michelle Tanner, but I would love to see them come back. This show doesn't miss a beat. I love that they kept all the same characters except Michelle, but they didn't attempt to replace her, which is great. I think that continuity is very important when attempting a show like this, and having Jeff Franklin and Miller Boyett involved in the new show, I have to say, they have done a great job. I love the stories that they've put together for the characters and the show. Everything is very believable. They could have done anything better in my opinion. My main problem I have with the show is that it's on Netflix, because many fans can't afford having Netflix and watching the show. Plus, we only get 13 episodes each season. I wish Netflix could give us a full season of 20 to 22 episodes. I can't wait for the second season. It's going to air in December, and there's going to be many guest stars, such as Marla Sokoloff reprising her role as Stephanie's best friend Gia and their band Girl Talk. Plus, the whole cast of Full House is set to return in a Thanksgiving episode. Will Michelle be back? No one knows yet. Dancing with the Stars judge Bruno Tonioli is also set to guest star in season 2. Plus, we're also going to be seeing Joey's family in a Thanksgiving episode, so I'm very excited for that. Overall, Fuller House is a good show. It has its flaws and its cheesiness, and that's what makes this show great. If you haven't seen it, check it out if you have Netflix. So guys, there are my reviews of Girl Meets World and Fuller House. Which show do you like more? Girl Meets World or Fuller House? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm 1mikie19 and I'm signing out.
Predictability, the milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. How did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me